In the Independent School District, sometimes you never know when one moment will spark a series of events that can be life-changing for a student. For Crystal Escobar, it all started the day she fell asleep in class.
My junior year, I started falling asleep in class, actually.
Crystal's teacher encouraged her to go see the school's family school liaison, Jennifer Ford. It took a little bit to get Crystal to start sharing, because Crystal had been so used to keeping secrets.
She showed me that it was okay to open up a little bit, and it wasn't bad to trust somebody. So over the course of the next month or so, we got to know each other really well, and I told her kind of about my struggles and how I was falling asleep because I was working overnight. I just told her basically that I was living on my own, and I had been for about a year.
Crystal had decided to fend for herself after years of a home life most of us couldn't imagine.
We hadn't had electricity for probably a year and a half just because my mom doesn't pay the bills. We were just kind of living in this house for like a year that didn't have any electricity, and it didn't have heat, and didn't have anything like that. I knew when I went to high school that I didn't want anyone to know that, so I went to a neighbor's house every morning and I took showers. And
finally, kicked out of their house, the family was fleeing without their possessions and with nowhere to go. For Crystal, it was too much, and she decided a more stable life could be had on her own. She didn't know how hard it would be to make ends meet with her all-night minimum wage job, and how difficult it would be to continue pretending like nothing was wrong. And that's where Jennifer Ford came in.
It was a group effort for Crystal to be able to participate in activities that the average student gets to participate in. Because of the foundation, because of community members and organizations, because of the principal at the time, all those people came together to do what we needed to do to give Crystal the opportunities that the average high school student gets.
With the help of the foundation and a widespread support group, Crystal soldiered on with a dream to not only graduate, but to go to college.
they were life-changing. I mean, food, yearbooks, college application fees. You don't understand that little things like that are so stressful. $35 to a high school student is huge. So, you know, when you're trying to fill out a college application and you can't afford the application fee, 9 times out of 10, you just wouldn't do it. And by her having that for me and not making that a stress for me, it made me feel like, you know, I had backing and I had people support me.
Patrick Layden was a teacher at William Chrisman at the time and saw the difference the foundation can make when working with a group to change a student's life.
Can't underestimate the importance of the foundation. It is a lifeline to many kids to have a future that might not be possible without it. From the number of kids we're able to help that simply in getting shoes or having a fee paid to get in a program or transportation to a special event to scholarships. And even a scholarship as much as $500 is not an amazing amount in today's world, but if it covers all the books needed for a kid to be successful in a program, it's giving them that foundation, literally, to move forward.
One of the main goals in the foundation is just to make sure that kids can be a kid. We want our students to be able to come to school and be able to complete their homework and make sure that they have the resources, not only in school, but also when they leave and go home, to make sure that they can complete those homework assignments and get them done and have all of the tools they need.
Crystal never asked for help, but says looking back, without it, she would have never seen this day, the day she graduated from high school. Or this day, the day she graduated from UMKC.
A special presentation to head cheerleading coach Crystal Escobar.
She could have never known back in high school that she would end up coaching cheerleading and teaching broadcast journalism in the Independent School District.
I started making relationships with these kids and seeing struggles that I went through, and honestly I saw them dealing with it in the wrong ways, like in a negative way. I saw them like using it as an excuse, and I saw them not seeing a bigger picture, and I just wanted to be there.
Now Patrick Layden is principal at Van Horn High School and gets to see Crystal leading students there to success in spite of any setbacks.
I believe that Crystal understood what our students were going through and how to overcome massive difficulties in their lives, that she believed in our kids and could help our kids start to believe in themselves.
It feels awesome to be part of Crystal's story, and although the foundation is a small piece of that puzzle, it's nice that we can help her be the success she is, and I think it's awesome that she's decided to come back to Independence and share that with us.
Crystal's story continues to unfold, like on this evening when the cheerleaders she coaches work to help give her an on-field surprise.
My best friend, most gorgeous girl I've ever known. Honestly, you can't imagine wasting one more day without making you my life.
Yes,
She said yes.
It gives me hope. The thought that we can make an impact one child at a time, and Crystal Escobar is another example of that. Whenever you can bring a lot of different people to the table and doing what's best for kids, it really has a lasting impact on one child in this case, but we know it happens every day.
Every day there's a student like Crystal Escobar making a step ahead because of teachers, because of administrators, because of the foundation, and because of people like you.